Tisk, tisk, tisk. Look at the state of you. This is why novice adventurers are warned to stay away. But there's always somebody who thinks they're stronger than they are. You are absolutely torn to pieces. Where's the head? I hope it's not missing. Ah, there you are. Barely any of your face is left. Oh well, I don't need you to be pretty. Let's get to reanimating. Here's hoping your spirit hasn't moved on, though with a traumatic death like this, I doubt that can happen. Are you with me? Are you back in your body? Well, are you in your head? Your body is over there, and there, and who knows where the rest is. Well, you can move your jaw, at least, but I'm not hearing any actual words. Oh, what am I saying? You don't have any lungs or vocal cords at the moment. Of course, you can't say anything. We'll have figured that out in a second. The good news is that I've reanimated enough corpses to already know all the questions you want to ask, so we'll handle a few of those before I get to work. First, yes, you did die. I wasn't there to see it, but it was clearly violent and gruesome. I am a necromancer, and I've reanimated your brain, which thankfully hasn't taken too much damage. And yes, necromancy is forbidden in every nation worth living in. I don't personally care, and you should be grateful that I don't. I'm going to stitch you back together until you're more or less as good as new. Let's see. What do they usually ask next? Oh, you are not a zombie. Not technically, anyway. Zombies, skeletons, and that sort of thing don't have free will or memories. Necromancers make those by taking tiny bits of fragments of souls, either theirs or someone else's, and putting it in a corpse. Those things can only follow orders, nothing more. You're different. Your soul is still near your body, unable to pass to the afterlife due to the trauma you experienced. I tethered your soul back to your body, so you will remain all your memories and personalities. That makes you a white. Next would be, this is annoying. Let's see if I can get you to talk. I think I have a spare set of lungs somewhere. This will do for now. This will be a temporary fix until I can repair your body enough for use. Unless... I think your real lungs are actually gone, so these can stay. You still don't have any vocal cords, but you can at least whisper. There. How's that? Good, good. Whatever did this to you didn't rip out your tongue, at least. So what is your name? A bit generic. We can probably do better. I'll call you Gafe. You know, like a mistake. Because you definitely made a mistake coming here. You're right. I'm not doing this out of charity, Gafe. Necromancers need minions, and that's exactly what you're going to be. It's true. You still have your free will, so I can't force you to obey me. That's why most necromancers settle for zombies. But I need some minions who can think for themselves and give orders to lesser minions. Well, for starters, you should obey me because your other choice is death. Your soul is strapped to your body by my power alone, and I can release your soul at any time. Aside from that, I have big plans. You can get to be part of something important by serving me. We can discuss my grand scheme later. If you have a problem with it, I'll just release your soul now. Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm going to start sewing your body back together. Do you want to watch, or should I turn your head the other way? Brave one, huh? That's good. As you can imagine, undead people who are squeamish tend to be, well, miserable. Okay, let's take stock of what we have. The torso is in pretty bad shape, but it's not hopeless. You don't really need most of your internal organs anyway, now that you're undead. You're definitely going to need a lot of stitches there, though. As for your limbs, one leg is mostly attached. The other one is, right here. Well, it's just the bone now, pretty much. Still unusable to an undead, but you'll walk with a limp. I found your arm near the entrance, which is what drew me here in the first place. Lots of bite marks, but otherwise pretty okay. Hopefully you're not a lefty. Well then, let's get stitching. This hole in the front of the torso is pretty convenient, so I'm going to leave it for now. I have a few things to stick to your body cavity in a minute. The throat is... Man, if I tried to sew this back together, it'd be more thread than flesh. We'll have to go artificial. Probably for the best, actually. Beheaded is one of the easiest way to deal with an undead. If I make the whole neck out of something sturdier, it should make you that much tougher. So while I'm working on you, who exactly are you, Gaif? I'm sure you're an adventurer of some kind. Really? The Gertrude of Adona is your mother? That's quite a claim to fame there. So what kind of famous warrior is doing dead in a mid-level monster dungeon? Well, I guess there's a lot of pressure on someone of your pedigree to make a name for themselves. I guess I can see why you jumped into the deep end. The name Gaif is still fitting, though. Okay, the torso is in one piece, and now... No, the head goes on last. You can't feel pain anymore, but the new undead still tend to shy away from needles in the flesh out of habit. You won't hold still if you're attached to your own head. Limbs are next. This'll be way easier than the torso. Thank goodness. As for your left arm, I can get you a whole bunch of innate prosthetics. I don't have those with me, but there are some fun ones back at my place. You know, aside from just a normal hand, there's a classic hook, a sword, and a hammer. I think I might have some other ones too. Oh, thanks. I've had a lot of practice sewing bodies together. You want to know a funny thing? Before I was a necromancer, I was a tailor. Yeah, that's why part of why I bother with corpses like yours that are in really bad shape. It's a lot of work, but most corpses aren't good enough to reanimate without a repair. So this makes it a lot easier to find ones I need. Most other necromancers have either a few good minions or a bunch of barely functional ones. Oh yeah, there are way more of us than you'd expect. Just 'cause something's taboo doesn't mean people won't do it. Some necromancers do it because it's taboo. Those are the real edgy ones. They call themselves Lord of Death, or the Undying. No, I'm more pragmatic. I'm in the necromancy business because there's something I want to do. Okay, limbs are all good, or as good as they're going to get anyway. Just one more thing to do. I figured out a few artificial organs that help undead function better. That's where the big ol' hole in your chest comes in handy. First of all, you're going to have this bile sac. It works a bit like your liver and kidneys, but specializes from an undead. It's going to slowly replace your blood with bile. Of course, most of your blood's already gone anyway. Bile keeps you from getting stiff. All my minions have a bile sac, but only my whites get this special occult organ. It's enhanced with some of my magic. You'll be able to control my minions more easily thanks to this, though you won't be able to turn them against me. There. I'm going to unattach your lungs for a second, so I can put them there. And finally, the head. You'll get control of your body before I finish, so try to hold still, even after you start to feel your body. And done. How do you feel? Yeah, it's not the same as being alive, but it's better than being dead, right? Good. Follow me. We're going home. I have a lot of big plans for you, Gabe. We're going to be part of something incredible.